Okay, maybe that's a clue to
Game
one
over.
of the. Well, the game is over.
But don't tell us game over. You make it sound like we lost.
I'm pretty sure some like the adverts like that.
Oh god, that's horrifying.
I remember this one. And I have no idea why it keeps floating up. Wait.
So that's not my mouse doing anything. Is your mouse not your mouse, your stick drifting or something weird?
I had a little bit of drift the other day when I was playing Castlevania, so
maybe it's that.
I'm not sure.
Why the fuck does it have feet?
What?
The last ad had like just 2 feet. Why?
You can read some Japanese, right?
I don't recognize all of this.
Okay.
Hold on, let me, while you try and keep it still, I'm very curious now. Hold on. Google Lens, come here, let me see. Google Translate. No, it's moving too much. It doesn't like it. It doesn't want to translate.
Can't you just take a picture?
Oh, you know what?
With
Yeah,
Google Lens?
right. You're right. I forgot about taking pictures. Hold on. Let me, pull back on this a little bit. Alright, hold on. What does this say? It says... Feral child what is this? Proliferating nationwide feral child phenomenon. Tomba. What does this say?
I believe Ore means me.
When I picked up the controller, I transformed into a wild child. Jump, run, bite, grab. When did we bite? I guess when we grabbed them, we're also biting them? Spin, climb, go around, read, jump, talk, listen. Fill, eat, roll, float, go back, jump, swim. What is it? Cuddling, scratching my sweat. Look cool, no matter what I do, I just can't stop. That's all the translation it has. It doesn't explain why there's feet. It doesn't explain why there's feet.
Yeah, Toby, in the European version. Help Toby in the magical world of mystery and magic as he tries to solve puzzles and save the world from the evil Komabuta pigs. I thought they were just the Coma pigs.
I have no idea.
Wait.
At this point, I don't know.
Wacky weapons? Wait, why? European has the disc. Japan has the disc. Why isn't there a disc for the USA version? Oh, okay. Because if I remember, I'm half remembering it now. It was a very basic, just silver with the Tomba logo and just all the copyright information on it.
Wow.
So
cheap.
I guess compared to this, that wasn't much to look at. Tomba manual. Okay.
That is nice that they include the manual as something in here, because that would probably help explain a lot of things.
When I get this game, because I am going to probably get this down the line, this might be very interesting to see development footage and interview with the staff. Komabuta. Up designs. The needle gators, leaf butterfly, villagers, other villager design, pigs. Oh, okay.
Did we even see that one?
This is... No! This looks like it might be a haunted area with like the mouth on the side of a pillar.
Cut content, perhaps?
Maybe. Because, that enemy on top doesn't look like anything we've seen. Dwarfs. I don't remember any lava lotus like plants.
I do not recall that.
Mushroom. Okay, that's a lot freakier than what the final product was.
It still looks pretty accurate to the final product, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. I don't think that slug enemy was in.
No, don't think so. Not that we saw anyway. I don't know if there's ones we didn't get to, but... It still looks like a nutsack! Why does it still look like a nutsack? Just hanging from a fucking vine!
The ass plant?
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it instead. Sure.
The thing that farts whenever I jump on it.
I guess. It's the big, like, thorny vine that has what looks like a nutsack hanging.
Oh,
we never got big vehicles.
I vaguely remember that mission. We didn't get around to it, but there is a racing minigame.
What? It can't be any better than Pocket Circuit Racer. Why are we trying?
Because, that's 3 of the missions. Get a gold, silver, or bronze medal.
Kiryu would be very disappointed in you. He can do better.
Huh. It must be something to do with the menu, the picture, because right now my stick isn't drifting up. But
Weird,
when I get into it...
Yeah, you're right.
That... Weird.
Very strange.
Tomba.
We never did get the wind gem either, did we? No, we didn't.
No.
There's less muscles here.
Yeah. Also longer hair.
And some,
in a ponytail.
Yeah. Although it seems like he still has the ponytail in the cutscenes.
Yeah. There. Level designs. I thought you were talking about the chestnut-looking plants, like the thing that Tom is walking on. I thought you were calling those the nutsack plants.
Oh, what? The ones that look like they have a pig snout on them?
Yeah.
No, the other one. You know what the bird's looking at right now? The pterodactyl-looking bird thing?
Yeah.
That's your nutsack plant.
I think it looks more like an asp because when you grab it, it farts.
I'm just saying, man. You put a little, like, you know, a little bit of stick in there, and all of a sudden, don't look like a butt. Looks like a nutsack.
There. Okay. Yeah. And that was another thing that, like... And I know part of it may have been on me, that... Because, like, when we were going through the lava caves at first, it took me, like, 10 minutes to realize, oh, I have my my umbrella that I could use, my parasol. So...
It's not very intuitive on what items work where.
Yeah, so, like, some of the trouble I had could potentially be me maybe being foolish and idiot and not remembering I had this, or like the Phoenix Mountain pig bag that was behind the way that I didn't think of going.
Yeah.
And like and the lava caves, like that was just so stupid because, like, most of the time, the treasure chest helped me and saved my fall. So, if you would have had all the treasure chests gotten, you would need to somehow use the pigs, and only the pigs, to get around. Up designs. Yeah, right in Mizuno's house, that's where the racing minigame was. If I remember correctly, there is a trigger for that, because I think I went in there and there was nothing in there when I went the first time, so... And that's, like you were saying for Dark Souls, like, door doesn't open from this side. They could have said something like, the door is locked.
Yeah, easily.
Rather than giving me no prompt whatsoever.
Yeah, no indication of, like, anything could be done with this.
Yeah, and like those giant floating squids in the Laughing Crying Forest, the door to the Mouse Village. I had no idea I could get in there until I left out that door. Then I could just go back in.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, maybe I'm going to lower my rating to a C minus. to like a 70 rather than a 76. Like 70, 71, but like nothing below a 70. Like I still had a good time playing this game. Like even though it was frustrating at some points.
Mm-hmm. What would I guess I would put it at like a... I'm struggling...
Like, even though you didn't play most of it.
No, I'm struggling between a 3 and a 4, and a lot of this is coming down to my frustration with the game.
Okay.
Which... the level design is fine, but, like, the order to them is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put fucking Phoenix Mountain after I'm just barely getting used to the controls.
Yeah, because, like, Phoenix Mountain is, like, the third major area, really.
Yes, it is exactly the third. I've only just gotten used to your controls, and you're throwing this, like, curveball at me that I have no idea how to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, with all of, like, your power-ups basically being locked off in a way that you would never be able to know who's gonna give you what.
Yeah.
Like, not even a hint of, like, hey, I got this thing that might help you in this situation, but I need you to do something first.
And, like, having the animal dash, like, not from the start, and, like, you need to do this mission that you skipped because for some reason you didn't jump up the tree, either that or you kept missing the branch, but because Charles was there in Phoenix Mountain with his parasol, that I skipped. I got the parasol in the mansion, so you could skip. Well, you will get the parasol when you do the mansion pig.
Mm-hmm.
But you could go so long without getting some items that may be necessary.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be stuck in something that is either impossible or so extremely frustrating you're never going to finish this game or pick it up again.
Whether the second game improves and gives information a little bit easier, or like I'm not too sure, but maybe like they learned from mistakes that from the critiques people had about the first game into the second, and I know with since 1 and 2 will be out on Steam, maybe I forget the Capcom guy's name behind this, but maybe his team will release footage of the alpha build of Tomba 3 just to show you what they had in store for the game, because it was partially under development.
That all depends on if it still exists. A lot of games, I'm not sure when this started being pulled back, but a lot of games from I know the 90s and back, they literally would destroy the files for some insane reason. They would destroy the original stuff. I don't know if it was the idea of well, it's the console wars and they can't let Sega get our stuff and, what's the word I'm looking for? Not repurpose, but reverse engineer it for their own. I don't know if that was the logic, but I know that they were destroying their fucking shit for some ungodly reason.
I'm sure maybe he still has. Well, it's been almost 25 years at this point, but maybe there are still some physical sketches out.
Yeah, that probably, but the digital files of what the alpha might have looked like may not exist anymore.
is slightly disappointing.
Oh yeah, this is like one of the biggest things for like game preservation is that people are gonna break and destroy shit, and we'll never know what there was or could have been.
Yeah, like the original Resident Evil 2.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm not a fan of horror, I do know it's called like Resident Evil 1.5 now. Is like the current name for it, and I'm not too sure if it's playable in any way, shape, or form. But I think video exists of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I am slightly surprised that he had to create his own studio to create Tomba, because he was pretty high up the ladder on Capcom, from what I understand.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Kojima before he got the boot from Konami.
Oh.
And that's way more recent.
But did Kojima want to make his own product? Or, like, did they keep saying, like, Kojima, you only make Metal Gear games for us, nothing else?
I don't know 100%
Was it that?
all the details. I'm pretty sure from what I have heard, it sounds like they were curbing him on what he wanted to do, right? Like,
Okay.
he wanted to do something with Silent Hill. That was the last project he had with Capcom before they gave him...
Konami.
Sorry, yeah, Konami. Before they gave him the boot. I'm assuming whatever he wanted to do with Silent Hill, they didn't want to let him do.
Oh.
And I think that was the final straw. But from the sound of it, it's been going on for a while. Whatever the problems they were having, it was something that had built up at that point.
Yeah, because I know he wanted to make this game,
well,
and I'm not too sure.
When they were going to release Metal Gear Solid 5, they were going to take him out of the game.
Oh.
Like, they were going to strip him, from what I understand, of like all of his credentials in the credits in the game. So he literally made a model of his face and put it in the game as someone to be saved.
Huh. Yeah, so I'm not too sure if Capcom was saying you can't or we won't let you make Tomba, or if it's like, hey, that's great, you keep developing this idea and we're gonna put you on our main franchises. Either that or Capcom didn't want to like take a risk of putting out a new franchise with this guy when he had a few others that he was more reliable on. I don't know like the full details, but I think this guy who made Tomba or like produced Tomba went back to Ghosts and Goblins and he made another one of those. So, but all in all, this was an enjoyable game for me, for the most part.
I mean, less so for me. It's just, you know when you pick up a game and it just doesn't feel good? Like, it could be a platform, it could be anything else. You pick it up and the movement just feels wrong. And there are some times when you can kind of power through that, and for me this was absolutely not one of them. Like, as soon as I picked it up, it was just, I don't like how this feels as a platformer. This does not...
Yeah.
It feels too sluggish, I feel like I'm not moving enough, like, I can barely control my fall in the sky, like, in air. That's, I think, what really got me to dislike it. A lot of it was just the movement did not feel good to me.
And we'll dive deeper into this discussion on our upcoming Random Musings with the Brandons classic video game discussion.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah. I still remember that. We still need to record that.
Yeah.
But I guess our next thing is going to be Shadow of the Earth Tree?
So that's what it seems like.
So, until the next video, I bid you adieu.
And I bid you something.